I am struggling with my hair today. We had this charity event thing at work where we had to wear weird hats all day. My hair was not meant for all day hat wearing, let's just say that. Kind of look like an 80s fitness instructor right now. Hello everyone, it's Sandra, and today's video is going to be about February favorites. It's quite belated, but the love for these products is very, very real, and I had to mention them to you before I get distracted, before I get derailed again. I have 10 products that I want to share with you. I think there's 10 of them. The first thing is a foundation brush, and I have to thank Samantha Ravindal. If you guys don't follow her, make sure you subscribe to her channel. She has really, really thorough videos on brushes. She has videos on how to use brushes. She has videos on her favorite brushes. This is one of the brushes that she was mentioning in her video, and it's the Hakuhodo G5555 foundation brush. It's different to other foundation brushes that I've owned and tried in the past because this does not have synthetic bristles. All the other similar shaped foundation brushes I've tried in the past have been synthetic. The bristles have different lengths, so it's not totally flat. It has like a dense layer and then a layer on top where the brush bristles are a little bit staggered. They're not all the same length, and this just does such an amazing job of blending out foundation. I find that when I use this brush, I use less foundation and I still get the same flawless coverage and effect, and I'm super, super, super impressed with this brush. The other base products that I've been using a lot have been Glossier Stretch Concealer. I have been using this under my eyes every single day. It's a perfect everyday concealer for me. It's not going to give you that glam, full coverage, shape tape look, especially for every day. I like this concealer because it looks like you have nothing under your eyes. It looks so seamless. It blends in really, really easily. It kind of looks like skin. It has a slightly dewy finish, which I do powder on top with my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. I do find that it does settle a little bit into fine lines at the end of like an 8-hour workday, but then it's just really easy to kind of blend it out with your fingers and it's still fine. I use this in the shade medium. I find that it works well under my eyes. Some people use this as foundation as well. They just use this all over the face. I have tried that a couple of times, and while it does look really nice, the finish of this is just too dewy for my liking. I prefer something like the NARS matte concealer on areas of blemishes or hyperpigmentation, just because I find that the soft matte finish of that doesn't accentuate texture. This is so dewy that if you're trying to put it on a raised area of skin, it will kind of highlight that area. But if you don't have any texture issues, you just have maybe some hyperpigmentation, but your skin texture is still quite flat, you don't have any bumps or anything, this would work well as a concealer all over the face too. Next product is a foundation, and I'm going to do a more thorough video about it and actually show you how I use it once it launches in the US, because it's not out in the US yet. I know that most of my audience is actually based in the United States, so I kind of feel bad raving about a product that you can't get yet. But if you are in Canada, if you are in the UK, if you live in Europe or Asia, you can buy this product, and it's the Giorgio Armani Cushion Foundation, and it's absolutely amazing. I wore this when I went away to the Dominican Republic. This was the only foundation I took with me, and I just fell in love with it. It's beautiful, sheer to medium coverage, looks like skin, lasts all day, and it's the perfect everyday foundation. I bought this at Holt Renfrew. You can also buy it online at the Bay. The Bay website sells this. The only bummer is that this is super, super expensive, and it's a cushion foundation, so you are able to get refills for it, and the refills are less expensive than buying the whole compact, but in Canada they don't sell the refill. I've checked, they never emailed me back, so I'm really, really disappointed because I love this foundation and I want to buy refills for it. But you can buy refills for it if you're in the UK. On the Armani website, on the Selfridges website, on the Feel Unique website, there are refills available. I'm hoping that they will launch in the United States and they will sell refills as well, so then I'll kind of be set. And I hope that they start selling refills for it in Canada soon. Maybe since it's quite a new launch in Canada, they haven't bothered to stock the refills yet, but I want refills because this is super, super good. I like this better than Luminous Silk. I like this better than Power Fabric. This is the best Armani foundation that I've tried. The next product that I've been loving is a deodorant. This is an all-natural deodorant. It's aluminum free, and I have really been enjoying this. It's the Agent Nateur Holistic number 3 deodorant. It has a beautiful scent. It's like a lavender, eucalyptus kind of herbal vibe. And before this, I was using the Native natural deodorant, and that one was fine. I like that one, but I like this one better. I find that this does a better job at actually keeping me drier for longer. I've mentioned my love for this on Instagram before, and it's the Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream. The last under eye product that I have raved about is the NIOD, the Fractionated Eye Contour Concentrate. That's like a very liquidy serum. I still use that morning and night, but on top of that, in the morning, I've been using the Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream, and this makes concealer go on so beautifully. It's like a slightly thicker, balmier consistency, but it's not greasy. It doesn't leave a greasy residue under the eyes. It's not as heavy of a cream as the Kiehl's Avocado Eye Cream, but it's just the perfect morning under concealer, under eye primer for me. It just leaves my under eye area really nourished, hydrated, plump. The skin looks really great. It has a little bit of color correcting properties in it too. Really big fan of this. I will buy it again. The next two products are hand creams. The weather outside is still frightful. It was snowing yesterday. It's supposed to snow again today. One day it feels like it's spring, the next day it snows. So my skin is just freaking out. My hands have been really, really dry. Really appreciating these two hand creams. I have this one in my bag and I have this one on my nightstand. The textures of them are quite different. This is the L'Occitane Cherry Blossom hand cream. I like the texture of this because it's really lightweight and it sinks into the skin, leaving your hands super soft right away. So this is great to have either on your desk at work or in your handbag. You can just get right back to work after applying this. You don't have to wait for it to sink in or anything like that. It won't leave greasy residue on your keyboard or anything. And this smells really nice too. And then the other one is more of a thicker hand cream consistency. It's the Clarins Hand and Nail Treatment Cream. I love to put this on at night before I go to bed. It actually does end up nourishing my nails and cuticles as well. Another hand cream that I really like is the Aesop Hand Resurrection Balm, but these are just easier for me to get. I can go to Sephora and buy this. I can go to Shoppers Drug Mart, the beauty boutique, and buy this. I don't have an Aesop store anywhere where I live, so I like to have my hand cream sources nearby just in case. The last body care item I wanted to talk about is this fake tan from Bioderma. It's the Bioderma Photoderm Moisturizing Tanning Spray. It will not give you like intense dark tan like the St Tropez Express Mousse, but this is more of like a gradual tanning mist. It has a very, 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 very faint scent, like a few hours in as it builds up, but nothing crazy. It's probably the least smelling fake tan that I've ever tried. And I just love how easy this was to use, and it just will give you a little bit of a natural glow. It's kind of like that gradual moisturizer. There's no tint to the mist at all, so you're just kind of applying it blindly and hoping for the best, but I have not had any issues. It just ended up looking really, really natural on the skin, and it just kind of makes you like one shade darker, a little bit more golden. And with gradual use, I found that I got a really nice little base tan with this. So this is a great kind of low maintenance, gradual self-tanning product. If you just want a really, really subtle effect, you're not down with the really, really intense mousses or anything like that, this is a great entry point. Next, we have a lip product. It's a lipstick that I'm wearing today, and I've been wearing this constantly over the month of February. I'm still using it now, and it's the YSL Rouge Volupte Shine in shade number 9. And the reason I love this is that it's basically a sheer glossy version of Tom Ford First Time, which is my favorite lipstick color of all time, but that one is quite opaque and that one's matte. So it's so great to have a sheer, slightly glossy version of my favorite lip color. I find that I always end up going back to this color. It's such a great My Lips But Better everyday nude, and I find it really, really flattering on my skin tone, so I wear it a lot. Finally, the last product I wanted to mention is an oldie but a goodie. I still think that this is one of the best high-end makeup purchases you can make, and it's the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette. Here is mine. I've had this for a long, long time. I use this all the time, and I have now hit pan on all 3 shades, which is really, really exciting. This is dim light, this is incandescent light, and this is radiant light. Radiant light looks really, really great in the summer over top of bronzer. It just gives you that beautiful glowing from within look. I used to use this a lot to kind of set my whole face, which is why I've gone through this more than the others. But what I've been doing lately is I've just been using a brush, mixing it in all the shades, and just applying it as a very subtle highlighter on the tops of my cheeks. I'm more conservative when it comes to my highlighters during the day. If I'm just going to work, I want my highlighter to be there, but I want it to be really subtle. So I find this to be the perfect product for that. Let me know what your favorite products have been. In terms of non-beauty favorites, I don't have that many actually. I do like the fact that a lot of people, I'm seeing a lot of people that I follow talk a lot more about books that they're reading, and I'm really into that. I'm trying to cut down on the time I spend aimlessly browsing the internet and kind of try to stop using social media or anything like that before I go to bed and just kind of relax my mind by reading instead. And I find that I go to sleep so much faster and so much easier. I used to have trouble sleeping. Ever since I've been getting into the habit of kind of turning off all my devices and just reading a few chapters before I go to bed for like half an hour, 45 minutes, I find that as soon as I close the book, I close my eyes, I end up falling asleep right away. I don't end up tossing and turning, so it's been really great. I'm currently reading The Handmaid's Tale. I haven't watched the TV show or anything like that. I figured I would start with the book because the book is usually much better than whatever show or movie that they make after that. So yeah, that's what I'm reading right now, and I'm really enjoying the fact that other people that I'm following, like the Anna Edit, has been doing a lot of really good posts about the books that she's been reading, and my friend Laura from Buy Now Blog Later. She's always been a reader. She always talks about books that she's reading, but I've just been noticing it a lot more lately, and I'm into it. I would much rather be influenced to read more books. So I've really been enjoying that, and I've been finding it helpful. I've absolutely loved Queer Eye on Netflix. That one, that has been a highlight. I wish the season was longer because I feel like in 2 weekends I went through the whole show and I want more. And I actually follow Anthony, the food and wine guy from the show, and he Insta stories a lot of really great recipes. Anyway, that's it for me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.